5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Strange Planet Podcast.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you want me to turn down that?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that'd probably be a good idea. All right.
You don't want to hear like an echo.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Got the monitors a little high. Welcome to this thing
So you're stealing my lines
that we
now.
do every week.
Welcome,
there you go.
everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the Strange Planet Podcast, the strangest of all the podcasts on the strangest of all the planets. I did it right that time.
Hey-o.
We are your hosts. This is...
Corey James.
And I'm Anthony Zevatek. Hi. How's everybody today?
How is everyone doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
I'm alright.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. There's good parts, bad parts. Just like
Pretty
all of
poopy
our...
these past couple of days. Rainy and dark.
I know, yeah. I'm
Pretty
not.
shite.
I'm not ready for fall. Like I feel like that's my my mood.
I'm
is.
just tired of our weather.
I know.
Like I wanted summer, but our summers are just too hot and humid.
Yeah.
And
or
then
that it's
I
raining.
want fall,
Right.
but our falls are just mud and rain.
Yeah.
So
What the hell?
need to get the F out of Dodge.
How was your show on Saturday?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was fucking sick.
This guy over here is he was in a little band called Spare Arrows. You guys probably know about it. They did their final show on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was really good. Good bit of people showed up.
Sweet.
I really liked the band that we played with. They were really nice. Talked to those dudes a while. The one dude, the drummer who played for both bands, also does like a recording
Oh, cool.
and stuff like that. So me and him chatted about that. He gave me some
Sweet.
stickers. I got one back on my laptop now.
Nice.
And we made some monies. I got drunk. And then, Matthews asked us, hey, we made this much money at the door. And I said, oh, fuck that. Give it to them. He's like, did you talk to your band about that? I'm like, oh, fuck them. Just give it to them. I'm like, they're touring. They're going home tonight. I was like, give them the money. We just did this for us.
Yeah. That's cool.
So,
That's awesome.
and they sold a bunch of stuff. My brother came. He bought a t-shirt and a CD off of them.
Nice.
So,
Pretty cool.
yeah, it was a good time.
We went to the Pens game Saturday, which was fun.
We lost to, was it the Red Wings?
No, that was the Sunday game.
Oh, you watched the one where we won
7-1 against the
7-3.
7-3. Yeah, against the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, because it was 5-1 for
Yeah.
a while,
Oh, yeah.
and then they came back to 3, and I
Yep.
was like, ah, shit, and then we scored twice. Too.
Which was cool because we went down and we didn't have tickets. We were just gonna buy them when we got there at the box
I
office.
thought you said you did have tickets.
No, we just had the plan to go down there,
Huh.
and we ended up buying our tickets on the street off of a guy named Harris.
Is that the dude you took the picture of that was standing above your head with his
that
crotch?
guy? No, that's my PPG Paints Arena dad. No, we bought the tickets off this cool guy on the street, and I was like, "How legal is this?" Because there's like 3 cops like 5 feet away, and he was like, "It's cool." He's like, "I have a license," and I checked out his license, and he was all legit. And he was trying to sell us, like, we were up in the nosebleeds, but at PPG
probably
Paints,
had-
all the seats are really good.
Yeah.
So he was trying to do us like $50 a pop. And I was like, and I was like walking away, and he's like, all right, come back. He's like, let's do 45 each. And I was like, no. And we're walking, and he goes, all right.
Preseason.
He goes, all right, how about 35? And I'm like, I really think we're just going to go over there and buy our tickets. He's
So you
like,
got
all right. He goes,
$60.
all right. I'll tell you what, 25 each. And you take my card and you call me next time you come down to the city and you get your tickets. And I was like,
There you
I
go.
can do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, I
50
can
bucks.
do
You go
that.
see a friggin' Pens game,
Yeah.
even if it is preseason.
Right. That's what I was like, sweet.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. It was a nice little fun time. I don't like the Pens, but she likes the Pens, so that's all that matters. Well, let's get on with the show.
Yeah, man. We got lots to talk about.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about this week. Let's start off with our comics, which looks like you got something pretty cool sitting right there. Woo!
7 to
You
Eternity.
gotta hold
Yeah,
it better.
sorry.
There you go.
7 to Eternity number 11 came today.
Nice.
I have not even opened it
Oh,
yet.
wow.
So all I can stare at is this beautiful cover.
I know. I was looking at that. I love how it's like
the balloon people.
It's the cover's like an old '70s Western movie.
That's the whole
If you
comic
can-
book is is that vibe.
Yeah.
It's all got like a Western, but with, mutants
Aliens
and
and outer world stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You
Yep.
excited to read it?
I am insanely excited to read about it, and I'm insanely excited to do a review of it.
Nice.
I have not. The funny thing is, I started this comic book review thing, and I haven't actually reviewed any comic books yet.
Interesting.
I did the one where I did my top 5 mini-series, and then my last one on Sunday I just did was the easiest, quickest way to get into comic books.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for Sunday because it's going to be a 2-parter video.
Whoa.
Because I didn't talk about digital comics.
Oh,
So I'm going to talk about digital comics, and I'm going to do a review on either the 7 to Eternity run so far, or Planet Hulk, which I just finished reading.
I was going to say, yeah, you seem pretty excited on the Twitter from your readings.
Yeah, it's really good, and I started straight into World War Hulk.
Oh, nice.
Which is
perfect.
directly after that.
Right.
So.
Perfect.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right.
That's all it for my comics. Was that?
Yeah. Anything on the radar?
Nothing on the radar.
That's okay. It's all right. We got a lot to talk about anyway.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Let's do the Marvel news. Let's get into that some sick-ass Marvel news.
Always a lot. Always just so much.
So the Disney streaming service. A couple of I don't know if you want to call them ideas or
Well, I think they're set.
they're set projects.
Yeah, these are two
Okay.
the first released projects that will be on the Disney streaming service.
Go ahead.
New projects. Obviously, there's gonna be tons of stuff on the streaming
Right.
service that's already exists. But
Right. What do we got coming our way?
so I got confused when I first read it.
Yeah.
When I wrote it on here, I was really confused. I was like, I read it and I thought it said a Scarlet Witch and Loki show,
Okay.
like series. And I was like, why the heck would they put Scarlet Witch and Loki together
Right.
in their own series?
Agreed.
But then I saw it again in a different article, and it's 2 solo series. It's a Scarlet Witch series and a Loki series that they're
Nice.
working on. Now, the question I would like to ask is it going to be
Hiddleston?
Hiddleston and Olsen?
Olsen. Okay.
Are they going to reprise their roles in a streaming show?
All right. So here's what I'm thinking, because there's a lot of. I mean, it all has to go down at post Avengers 4.
Right.
Which ideally we're going to have Loki back.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Most likely a Loki series is going to be a prequel.
Right. Loki's going to be in Avengers 4.
Yes, but it's going to be
Flashbacks, but
time travel.
Right, time travel. So maybe eventually what they do saves Loki's life
okay.
inevitably, and then he
his
can
adventures.
do his thing. But see, when I was thinking about this, as much as I love Loki and as much as I love Tom Hiddleston, a Loki series doesn't seem like it's going to work to me. Like, where do you go?
Unless you have tons of cameos from
Right.
other characters, which
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. Like, why wouldn't they?
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, that character alone,
I don't get it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he probably has his own solo comic book series.
Right.
He might.
Agreed.
I don't know.
But
Especially now, because it's probably because of his popularity.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him in the MCU.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston plays the shit out of that character,
Like,
so
because
why
he's
not?
such a back and forth villain. Like,
Right.
he was the first villain in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yet every time you see him, you don't know whether he's gonna do good or bad.
Right.
You never know, and you always love seeing him on screen. He
Yeah.
just always steals the show.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I'm sure he would act the hell out of it, and
Right.
it would be cool. But I don't. That's what I'm wondering if. I'm assuming they will use the same actors.
I would hope so.
It's just kind of weird. Like,
We've already
you're not going to give Scarlet Witch her own movie, but you're
Right.
going to push her onto a streaming service.
that I like.
I dig it too, but
That-
for the actor,
Right.
it's kind of a...
Well, not really. I mean, with the caliber of actor that is now taking Netflix shows,
That's true. It's
anybody can do any kind of streaming service. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. But I think that I don't understand the Loki show.
Yeah.
Don't get it yet. But I'm super excited about the Scarlet Witch project because that's a character that we've not even scratched the surface.
They haven't fleshed her out in the movies
Right.
at all.
Right.
And depending on when this happens,
Right.
we could get a lot more mutant X-Men universe pushed into that series where it won't so much affect what's already been established in the MCU.
Agreed.
So it'd be probably easier for them to do that than try to push it in the movies where she's not even fleshed out and not a main character.
That's funny. Like Saturday morning before we left for Pittsburgh, I put on Infinity War because I just wanted to put something on.
Put it on every other day.
I know, right? And I was just like, I was at the end, and she kills Vision, but then Thanos reverses time, and I had thought in my head, I'm like, I never realized before, like, she just killed the thing she loved to save the world, but then it ends up being moot.
Twice in that movie that happens.
Yeah.
Not for her, but once for her and once for Star-Lord.
Yeah.
He pulls the trigger.
Right.
But the bubbles come out.
Yeah. So, like, how heavy is that? And she lost her brother, and she lost her parents, and she lost Vision. And, like, honestly, I wish they would take her in a villain direction.
Well, doesn't he say, like, I feel your pain or something like that? And she says, you could never.
Something like that.
Something like that. And it's like, she has no idea that he just threw his daughter off a cliff.
Right.
I mean, I guess that's not
the same.
It's
not here nor there. Yeah, agreed. So, yeah, I was just like, I'm super excited about the Scarlet Witch. Now, with these two announcements, what is another Marvel MCU character that you would like to have a streaming service show?
I would have rather seen Black Widow a series rather than getting this movie.
Oh yeah,
game.
If I had to pick between the movie and the streaming or the show, I would have definitely picked a show for Black Widow. The one I would like to see,
and you wouldn't have to use Scarlett Johansson in it because it would be so far of a prequel. You could probably start when she was in the academy or whatever, and use a younger actor, and it wouldn't even matter because it's not in the MCU. It's
on the streaming service.
Yeah, it's its own show.
I would honestly, and I know that everyone's probably going to disagree with me on this, but I would like to see Falcon.
Yeah.
Get his own show. I think with
Falcon.
I think with his skill set and with like what he does, I think you could make a really cool spy espionage kind of show built around him.
Give us that comic book series that was between Civil War and Infinity War, where Captain America, Scarlet Witch, and Falcon went out doing like spy shit and.
And that'd be cool if Evans was more about staying, and you could call it the Nomads, and you just have them running around just busting up terrorism. Like that'd be cool, man.
Yeah, and that would give you a lot more Falcon, but he wouldn't have to be on his own because I don't know if anybody, like you said, I think that would be a flop.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Not to bash on Falcon, but
yeah. Hey. You excited about? Did you like Daredevil season 1?
Oh God, yes.
Did you like Daredevil season 2?
Yes.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Daredevil season 3 is dropping October 19th. We got a couple teasers out this week.
We've got teasers. I don't know if you've been following them, but they've dropped a teaser for the past like 6 months, almost once a month.
Yeah.
They've dropped the Bible verses,
right?
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a way to like build up something that everybody's excited for. One of the best characters, shows that you've done so far.
Right.
On the Netflix.
It's the best Netflix show. It's the best Netflix show.
So way to like build that character, that hype up.
Yeah.
And then drop not a trailer on us.
No.
Just him literally standing in the dark.
Right.
With blood all over his face. Talking.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I love the most.
Yeah.
Those are the teasers I want to see. That's actually teasing me. Like that makes me want to see what's going to happen when I haven't seen anything that happens.
I know.
Other than
blood.
Other than Kingpin that we know finally dons the white suit.
Here's to that.
Yeah. We've been waiting for that. Okay, so yeah, we got the teaser. It was amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm a little disappointed in again?
What's that?
Why are they taking him back to the sweatsuit?
Okay.
Again.
All right. Well,
they gave us the regular suit.
Yeah.
For like the last episode of the first season.
Yep.
like 2 episodes of the second season before he got shot in the head and cracked it.
Yeah.
And went back to his old suit.
Right. And then he had to
And
do
now
it.
the third suit is probably destroyed because he was in the building when it fell.
Oh, yeah.
In Defenders.
Yep.
So we're literally going to have another, which, don't get me wrong, I love the ninja black suit.
Yeah.
But, like, make the black Daredevil suit.
Would you rather have the red and yellow Daredevil suit?
That would be sick, but
That would be
no,
cool.
because from what I'm understanding, just from this teaser and what they've been building towards, obviously in this teaser, he is telling you what I've done so far has not done anything.
Yeah.
Which is what he's been conflicting with
Right.
the whole first two seasons, and he always does in the comic book series.
Yeah.
But there is a story arc in what's the series called? I can't remember what the series is called, but the one where he dons the black suit for the first time is where he starts killing people.
Yeah.
Where he says, "Enough's enough. I can't win against evil without destroying it."
Right.
And I've heard that this season is based on that story arc.
Okay.
So maybe we will get the black suit.
Right.
I mean, they're not going to show it in a teaser,
Of course not.
but if that's the case, which it sounds like it is,
Yeah.
man, am I down.
I know, right?
Man, am I down for Kingpin coming back.
I know. Finally.
Man, am I down for another, like, no offense to season 2,
Right.
but I want a predecessor to season 1. I want a true good sequel to season 1.
Yeah.
I feel like season 2 was so off from season 1.
Season 2 was
too
like
much.
it was half Punisher season 2, half
Half
Daredevil,
romance
half Daredevil season 2, half Punisher season 1 with the
All that-
Elektra bullshit.
Yeah, there was like 6-7 episodes of him just whining to Elektra because she wants to kill people and he doesn't want to, but he
Right.
loves her.
All right, let me ask you a real question right now. Who's hotter,
Oh, jeez.
Karen Page or Elektra?
Oh, Elektra.
Yeah, right? Totally.
Definitely.
What's up with Karen Page?
I can't stand her.
I can't either.
They keep pushing her in your face
know.
in every show. Like, every
know.
show she shows up. You're watching I was going to say Nick Cage again. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
You're watching Luke Cage, and all of a sudden Karen Page shows up, and you're like, why?
Why?
Why did
Yeah.
you just do that?
Why?
I don't need to see her. I understand Rosie, whatever.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell showing up in everyone.
Yeah. Rosario Dawson.
Yes. Well, I understand because she's actually a character
Yeah.
in the comic books
Right.
who's in all of those stories.
Right. Well, and Karen Page, to
I know
be
she
fair,
is too, but-
is in the comic books, but she's so one-dimensional.
Yeah,
like,
she's
at
not,
least
she's not that great of an actor.
At least Rosario Dawson's character, the night nurse, as what she's called in the
Sleeps with
comics.
everyone.
She sleeps with everyone, and she helps. She helps too.
Yeah,
she's
she
not
does help.
just. She's not
She's not
just
just
the
getting in the
damsel
way.
in distress, right? She's kicking ass too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, Karen Page did shoot Wesley.
I hated that. That's the moment I fell in hate with Karen Page because I love that.
He
Wesley
sets the
character.
gun down and picks up the phone, and she grabs her real fast, and you're like, "You're an idiot. Why would you even do that?"
I love Wesley. I thought he was
Wesley was a
so
great character.
awesome in season 1.
And he's
like,
huge to Kingpin. Like,
Yeah.
Even in the cartoon and the comic books,
Yeah.
he always has him with him. Like,
Right.
I remember
Yeah.
him always having that dude helping him out.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was bulls.
Daredevil season 3, October 19th on Netflix. Check it out. We will be checking it out for
I
sure.
canceled my Netflix a few weeks back.
What? Sick.
Went to cable. Hockey season. Gotta have that hockey.
So,
I'll get it back for Daredevil though.
a lot of people's favorite part of Thor Ragnarok was the introduction of Valkyrie, Scrapper 142, Tessa Thompson, who is now filming Men in Black.
I was gonna say, did you see Hemsworth posting a shit ton of on-set like videos and stuff of him just messing around and stuff, and him and her,
Yep.
and yeah.
So there were some. She has been seen on set of Avengers 4.
Yeah, well, I guess they were seen leaving and getting on an airplane together off of wherever they're filming
Men in Black.
Men in Black
in
London.
London.
and going to the set for the reshoots in Avengers 4.
So that means we're getting Valkyrie back.
That just means that we're probably going to get a lot of characters that we didn't see
Right.
come over from Ragnarok.
Yep. Korg, Meek, Valkyrie.
Speaking of Meek,
All right, yeah.
so
Speaking of
I
Meek.
read Planet Hulk,
Right.
and let me tell you, it's really long,
Yeah.
and it took me a while,
Okay.
but I didn't stop. Like, I couldn't stop. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And the artwork is freaking beautiful.
Nice.
John Romita Jr., come on. Meek is a badass character.
Yeah.
Like, he's a wimp and he's an outcast at first, yes. But about halfway through, when he finds that some of his hive hasn't been killed, they've been being held slaves underground, and he chems with them, which I guess means like releasing chemicals and like signaling, he becomes the king and like grows like triple in size and gets all these spikes and everything and becomes
Really?
super strong and like just right on the same level with Korg and Hulk fighting along the rest of the time.
Damn.
Yeah, where is that?
Fucking
Like, that's
Meek.
not in the animated Hulk.
Nope.
Planet Hulk, and it's not in Ragnarok.
Nope.
He's a little smushy slug with robotic arms.
Yeah. Scissor arms.
Yeah, scissor arms. Which I get it. That was his character at the beginning of Planet Hulk, and now that I've read it, watching the animated movie first before I read it, and then watching Ragnarok before I read it, it's funny because the animated movie stops on a high note about a quarter of the way through the full story. And Ragnarok only pulls small things from the Planet Hulk.
Nice.
So I would have liked to see more from Meek. So if you're going to bring Meek back,
Yeah.
make him a fucking badass.
So we've got Tessa Thompson back.
and
as
Korg.
Valkyrie.
Korg is like
Korg
so
is the
super
man.
strong. He's
Right.
right on level with Hulk.
So I heard an interesting theory yesterday.
Kick the camera.
Did I?
No, I did.
Oh. I heard an interesting theory yesterday to where Hela is still alive.
Okay.
If you watch closely when you're watching Ragnarok, when Sarta is bringing his sword down on Hela,
Yeah.
right before the sword hits, there's a green glow.
Yeah. Her like teleporting maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot, Hela is apparently still alive. What I think is going to happen is that she is still alive. She's somewhere. When she finds out about Thanos causing all of this death, she's like, hey,
She's
let
gonna
me
be Lady Death.
let me get in on
one that
that.
he
Not
falls in
Lady
love with.
Death, but
Because that's what I heard a long time
but she's
ago.
the god. She is the goddess of death.
Right,
So
right,
it's not like we don't have to call her Lady Death. She is the goddess.
But
of
I
death.
meant like the fill-in.
I don't think they're gonna be
For her.
romantically like Thanos isn't gonna be trying to impress her romantically, but she is going to be all about being with Thanos and like
Taking
killing.
revenge.
Right? Yeah, like. So I think that's where Valkyrie's gonna come back, and we're finally gonna get that awesome Valkyrie versus Hela match.
You
that
gotta
we've been
think,
waiting
okay,
for.
so if there's time travel,
Right.
if we're traveling back,
Yeah.
everything that's happened has not happened.
True.
So she wouldn't be dead.
True.
Ragnarok would have never happened.
True.
Thor's world,
Ass place.
yeah, is still there. Freaking the robot. I can't remember anybody's names when
Ultron.
When I want to remember
Christ.
things. Yeah, like Ultron is never been created.
I have an
Vision's
interesting-
never been created.
I have an interesting theory about Ultron
Man,
as
there's
well.
so many freaking things.
I have an interesting theory about Ultron. He has never died. He's been living inside Vision this entire
Well, that's
time.
I mean, that's Ultron.
Right.
Ultron always comes back.
Right.
And usually comes back in way more than he did before.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine Avengers 4? We get our Avengers team all together after. I mean, of course, they're going to undo the snap. Of course. You get the whole entire Avengers team versus Thanos, Hela, Ultron, Red Skull.
Oh yeah. That'd be
Boom,
badass.
boom, boom. Like, can you imagine the fucking
The
that,
chaos.
that right there gets me hard.
Oh yeah.
Hard.
Did you see the picture that Russo brothers posted?
The end
and
game
said,
picture?
Look hard.
Yeah. The end game? Did you see that?
Well, I saw two ladders that were AA.
If
And
somebody
it looked like Avengers Assemble.
Okay. Oh,
what I saw.
I saw somebody had
Because
like,
I heard
somebody
that
had-
game's not it.
somebody had mapped it out and like used like how you can draw on your screen. They screen captured it.
Yeah, I saw one with the AA.
and they
go.
draw it out to where it said like Endgame the whole way across the screen.
Okay, so the one I saw was just someone took the ladders. There was there was a big ladder sitting like in the foreground, and then there was a ladder. He was sitting there in his chair.
Yeah.
And then there was a ladder in the background, and then it said, like there was like a 4 in the very, very, very back.
Okay.
So everybody was like, "Oh, it's Avengers Assemble."
Avengers 4 Assemble or Avengers 4 Avengers Assemble?
I don't know.
What would you prefer? What would you prefer?
Avengers Assemble.
4.
F the 4.
F the 4? I could get down
There's
with
no numbers
that.
in any other Avengers.
That's true. That's true. I could get down with that. I think Endgame is too obvious.
Well, they said it wasn't in Infinity War.
Yeah, well, the Russos been lying out their asses for months.
I don't know. That's a blatant, like, straight up lie to everybody's faces. You know what I heard today?
What'd you hear today?
It was a pretty cool little, just like, little mind blower.
What's that?
Was what if Thanos used the time stone to look in to the future or past, to look at all the possibilities of them winning?
So after
he
gets...
knows what they're going to be up to.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. If he in fact has the correct time stone.
Yeah, well, that's obviously a theory.
Plus,
too, which I think that's way too deep for.
I think that's way too deep.
anything.
But what Doctor Strange says whenever he and Ebony Maw are first fighting in New York is, I cast a spell on it, and you'll find it's very unbreakable. And then after he uses the whole thing, it explodes and it comes out all burnt. Maybe that's part of the the spell being put on.
I never
the time
thought
stone.
about him saying that he put that thing on it and he just gave it up.
Well, yeah.
Man, how come nobody's talking about it?
I know.
That makes so much sense.
Right.
Because everybody has all these theories of why it blew up afterwards.
Yeah.
I never once thought about him saying that he put the thing on it.
He put the spell
I thought
on
he
it.
put it on the actual.
Well, that's
so that nobody could touch it.
That's
Once he let it
a
out.
point of discussion. Is that did he cast a spell on the Eye of Agamotto,
Right.
or did he cast it on the Time Stone?
Yeah. See, my assumption was he was saying like
The Eye of Agamotto.
right, because then he closed it
Right.
and was like, you can't.
I think it might be the stone that has
That'd be
the
cool.
spell.
That would
Right?
make sense.
Yeah.
Because there's not really a straight explanation of why the gauntlet.
One of these weeks, we're going to forget all the news and everything, and we're going to do a whole episode where we're going to talk about Avengers 4, and we're going to talk about everything we want to see and everything we think we're going to see. That in the next
like a
coming weeks.
6-hour podcast.
I know. In the next coming weeks, we need to do that, though. Moving on, because we got a lot more to talk about. The CEO of Disney.
Man, he did a freaking interview.
I know.
Did he just let
Yeah.
he like released the Kraken?
Yeah. So the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, yes, did an interview, and according to him, the X-Men will be overseen by Kevin Feige.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that answers another question that everybody had was how long is Kevin Feige sticking around? Is he
Kevin
gonna be
Feige's gonna be
is
there
he
till
gonna
he
be
effing
Is he going
dies.
to be part of the Phase 4? Will he ever be like, you know what? I've done
Nope.
16 years, I'm out.
I don't think so.
But like, if you're saying that this contract with Fox isn't actually going through finalized until like January or February of next year,
right.
that means X-Men movies won't be able to actually start being incorporated or made
Until
probably
2020.
yeah, even farther depending on the production time and
Right.
all that stuff and
Right.
writing and figuring out where you're going to put it in at.
Yeah.
So Kevin Feige's like, he's in this for the long haul, man.
I know.
Like he's ready to go.
I want to hang out with Kevin Feige for the
Just-
day.
just
Like,
talk
no,
to him
I just want to follow him around and just like
His
not
life is
creepily.
probably so like normal
I
and
know.
boring, and he probably never talks about
I know,
anything
right?
that's the MCU.
Do you imagine like working that and he like leaves it there? He doesn't take it home with him, but we all take it home with us. Like, could you imagine that? That'd be awesome. So that's really exciting because under Kevin Feige's control, the MCU has grown and evolved into this amazing thing. Does that up your hopes for the X-Men? Does that make you feel better about it?
I felt okay about the X-Men to begin with.
Okay.
This did not change anything.
Nice.
I think everybody is hearing this and going, oh shit, so it really is going to be part of the MCU.
Yeah.
No one said anything about the MCU.
No one. No, yeah,
they just said
exactly.
Kevin Feige would be overseeing the X-Men.
Right.
That
And
doesn't.
I-
that might mean it's its own thing. Like I said the whole time.
I honestly think it should be its own thing.
Me too.
Call it the XMCU, and don't
the
cross it
XMU.
over. Don't Of course, you could bring these guys into the MCU right here,
Yeah, that'd be easy.
but don't bring the whole entire X-Men over. Like that's an entire world upon itself that you have countless, endless stories. Use it and build your own universe. Like retcon
The X-Men
everything
universe
Fox fucking
is-
did.
If not as bigger
Right.
than the other MCU universe.
Agreed.
The
Agreed.
Marvel universe.
Could you imagine in 8 years when we finally get like Genosha and like crazy shit
Getting into the galactic stuff in X-Men.
and like when the Earth is all broken up and it's like Apocalypse is running everything and like that's cool. Like give us
That's
that.
when you could finally kind of side shift. Not saying completely forget about the MCU,
Right.
But kind of side shift your interest into an X-Men universe.
Yeah.
And then when it's just as big and has just as big of a following, then do your Old Man Logan
Boom.
split.
Right.
Bring back Wolverine as
Yeah.
an old man and falling into this universe and blow everyone's mind when you show Thor and Apocalypse and Doctor Doom running everything,
Yep.
and that would be badass.
That would be sick. I would be so into that.
so good.
Kevin Feige, please do a good job. We need it.
Oh, he always does.
He always does. So that's it for Marvel news. Thank you for sticking around for that. Next on to DC news.
We got a lot of that this week,
You want to
too.
tell me about Batman in Titans?
Yeah, okay, so I heard that Batman is set to make a cameo in a Titans episode. Now, the reason
okay.
that this is such a big deal is because Batman live action has not been on TV since the original Batman.
Right, Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West.
66.
So that's a long time. Yeah, we have Gotham,
Right.
but we don't have a Batman in Gotham.
Exactly. Good point.
So
All
this
right.
is the first time that Batman will be showing up on a
On a
streaming
Right.
service.
That's because it's not cable. It's a streaming service, but you still watch it on your TV.
Agreed.
So, whatever. How do you feel about that?
I think it's pretty badass.
I think it sucks.
Really? Because if you're getting the other Robin,
Right. You're getting Jason Todd.
if you're getting Jason Todd, young Jason Todd as Robin, just starting out,
Right.
why would you see him running around without the Caped Crusader?
I agree.
He's
I
just
agree.
learning. He's a young Robin.
I understand that. But what I don't understand is...
And the dynamic of Robin hating Batman now.
Yeah.
And Batman still probably caring about him
Yeah.
and wanting to protect him even though he's out on his own now.
Right.
That's probably when he'll show up at some point when
Now, the problem I have is the same problem I have with DC as a whole, is that they put all their chips on Batman,
oh yeah.
and they don't care about anybody, any other character, or any blah, 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 or blah, 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 blah.
It's always going to be that way. Batman is their moneymaker.
I know.
You put Batman in anything and they feel like, okay, we just saved it.
But do you feel like that...
I remember when they showed the teaser for Suicide Squad. And everybody was on the fence about Suicide Squad until they saw Batman on top of the Lamborghini. And they were like, oh, crap, Batman's going to be in it. We're going to get to see Batman and the Joker again. And everybody was pumped all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And he was in it for 5 seconds.
How would you feel if Marvel only did stuff for Iron Man?
Look at Homecoming.
Look at Homecoming. Yeah. Sure, but that's not. It's
I don't
not
even like that movie.
But
and
it's
it drives
not.
me nuts that Iron Man shows up every 5 seconds to hold Spider-Man's hand.
But it's not like that's one movie out of 20. Like, they put Batman in literally everything. They just keep
It's true.
pushing Batman down our throats.
Yes, it's true.
I'm sick of Batman.
Like, random stuff, yes. But a Titans with Robin makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. As long as we get to see Dick Grayson beat the shit out of Batman.
I would love to see them throw down in an alleyway somewhere and him
Right.
finally, like... Because Nightwing, who he obviously becomes after all this, is so much more badass than Batman.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Exactly.
honestly. So that'd be cool. Just give me a throwdown.
Right.
It's
Give me
not,
a
not like I'm going to see the show anyway.
Right. Exactly. Moving on. Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah.
February 7th, 2020 is the official release date for Birds of Prey movie.
So Birds of Prey
Featuring Margot Robbie.
is all the female villains? It's not bombshells. It's not Gotham bombshells or anything.
Right.
So who are the Birds of Prey? It's not Ivy and Catwoman, right?
Let me look it up.
Because I know the bombshells of Gotham is like all the Batman villain chicks,
Right.
which would make sense. But
All right.
I'm not really 100% sure on.
Birds of Prey.
We're gonna have like all the cat.
It's a part. The books. All right, and this is the comic book that I'm talking about because we can basically say that's going to be loosely adapted.
Pull something from that.
Right. The book's premise originated as a partnership between Black Canary and Barbara Gordon, which
Oh, okay.
Barbara Gordon
Is
ends up becoming
what's her face?
Batgirl.
Well, yeah, she's Batgirl for until she gets paralyzed, and then she's
Right.
what's the computer name that she has where she like talks to Batman in his ear and tells him all his stuff?
It's
I want to say Sentinel, but it's not Sentinel.
Strikes. I don't know.
No.
All right. Anyway.
It's something like a computer oriented.
So yeah, I don't. All right, let me go back. Let me see what we're gonna get here. In this
I heard
Birds
that
of
Black.
Prey
Now you said
series.
that it makes sense that it's Birds of Prey because it's more based on Black Canary than it is
Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. God, I wish I could just get some things here. I
Get
can't
some things.
get some
I'll give you
things.
some things.
Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya come together to save a little girl from an evil crime lord.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible. And I tell you what, I did not care at all for Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. And I know everyone's like,
No,
"Ugh,
me
she
either.
was so badass, and she was this." Yeah, no, she wasn't, idiot. Don't talk to me like that. Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn was crap. It was crap.
The whole
it
movie was crap.
The
They
whole
were all
movie,
crap.
yeah, the whole movie was.
Everybody
the
blames
whole-
it on the movie as a whole, but each
The whole
individual
movie was
actor,
crap, but they had good characters in there. Diablo was a good character. Killer Croc was a good character
You mean like in the comic books or in the movie?
in the movie.
What? Killer Croc?
Yeah,
Ugh.
like
Ugh.
even Deadshot. Is that what Will Smith played? Yeah, even that was all right.
That was okay.
But Harley Quinn was terrible.
Yeah,
I hated it.
I didn't really like any of the characters in that movie.
I
I thought
will-
all the characters were done poorly and kind of taken too literally.
Yeah,
Like maybe like you always say one-dimensionally.
yeah,
There was no. They were just the character. Like when you take a character from a comic book and you put them into a live action, you have to make them real.
right.
You have to make them human.
Agreed.
And have more than what their character is.
Agreed.
Their thing. Like she was just what you wanted. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like, "Oh, she's going to be I don't even know. Yeah, she was boring.
Well, and it's interesting. It's honestly, I feel like it should have. They really based that Harley Quinn off of the Arkham game series.
Yeah. Kind of. I mean,
more than they did.
In Arkham City, she was more like she was in the the actual outfit, the red and black jester suit.
Yeah.
So even then, she was more based on the 90s animated series.
True.
Man, I really wish I could remember what her name is and when she is the computer lady after she gets hurt.
Oh, well. Let's move on, because I'm sick of talking about
Yeah,
Birds of Prey.
DC just brings us down.
I know, doesn't it?
The Oracle.
The Oracle.
After she's Batgirl and she gets paralyzed, she continues to work for Batman as his like guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Oracle.
The man in the chair.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. You want to talk about something that we thought would happen, but we never expected it to happen?
Oh, jeez.
We got an announcement this week.
We talked about this on a podcast.
Months ago.
Oh, way more than months ago.
Yeah.
Like almost 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, true.
We were in the old
wow.
house.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
we heard that there was going to be a Space Jam.
I kicked the camera that time. I'm sorry, everybody who just got motion sickness. Space Jam 2
You know,
has a director.
it's everywhere, man. I can't get on the internet without seeing something about it.
It's got a director. It's got a producer. It's got a star. It's got 2 stars. And that's all we've got so far. So let me talk to you about this. LeBron James has been cast in the Michael Jordan role of
Obviously,
Space Jam
yeah.
2. Bugs Bunny will be in it. He has been announced already. Ryan Coogler.
Bugs Bunny has been announced to be in it.
I know, right?
Obviously.
Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, that's what I saw when I
is
first read the article.
producing this movie.
That's cool.
And Terrence Nance is set to direct. Now, I know what everyone's saying. Who the hell is Terrence Nance? Well, yeah, you're
Nancy
right.
boy Terrence.
You're right to say that. He has not done a lot of big stuff, but the one thing he has done that's really good is Random Acts of Flyness, which I forget where that is available to watch.
It's probably why they got Coogler to
It's a
basically oversee.
It's an Amazon Prime thing. So that's and it's from what I hear, it's really good. I've never watched it because I don't do the Amazon Prime, but I hear it's really good. Space Jam 2?
Yeah, I don't know about all
How do you
this.
feel about it?
I don't know. I'm tired.
You tired?
Tired. I'm just tired.
I'm just so
I'm
tired.
tired of nostalgia.
I am too.
God,
I'm
like,
with you.
It was cool when like we were in high school and this stuff was really starting to roll, and we were like, "Holy crap! Everything that we loved when we were 7, 6, 5, like, is coming back in live action, and we're getting this, and we're getting sequels, and we're getting all this crazy stuff." And then after 16 years of it, I don't want a Space Jam 2. I don't want a Wile E. Coyote movie.
We're 22 years after the first Space Jam. 22 years after a movie that ended with no possible sequel.
Yeah, like,
let's keep
is it going to be the Monstars again?
Let's keep that in mind. Let's keep this all in mind, is that Space Jam...
Because the Monstars were good at the end. They went
they
and
joined
became
the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we going to get them still, like, hanging out with the Looney Tunes, but now maybe we got what's-his-face coming back?
The Danny DeVito big boss guy.
Maybe he comes back as
he got packaged in a rocket and then shot up and then crashed into a moon in Looney Tune Land. He didn't crash into the real moon.
So
he crashed into a moon in Looney Tune Land.
So maybe he's back to take over Looney Tune Land.
He's never left Looney Tune Land if he's on that moon in Looney Tune Land.
I'm just saying,
different.
He's trying to get his revenge.
I know.
I don't know
I don't know what's gonna happen here.
What's LeBron gonna do? Is he an actor?
I've never seen him act.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody could have said that about Michael Jordan.
Okay, all right. No, that's not true. LeBron James was in the movie Trainwreck, and he had some of the funnier parts in it. But it's easy to write a funny part for a guy who's not an actor. He could just say something weird, and, like, it's funny.
Go back and watch Space Jam.
Michael Jordan
and
didn't
watch
act
Michael
that movie
Jordan
good.
In the living room scene.
Yeah.
When they're trying to steal his jersey.
Right.
No, that's his kids.
That's his kids.
But, like, watch the first scene with him and the Looney Tunes, and it's so cringy.
Even the scene where he gets home from the baseball game and his son is watching Jim Rome, and he's like, y'all shouldn't be watching this. And he changed the channel. Oh, Looney Tunes, Roadrunner, meet. And he grabs the kid, and it's like, that wasn't good.
No, they're not actors.
What are we having? Chicken and what? Chicken and collard greens.
Yeah, I mean, you're putting basketball players in a movie, and
if I'm picking a basketball player to play the Michael Jordan role, I'm not picking. Yeah, I see that. That's my work here. I'm not picking LeBron James.
No.
I'm picking like somebody younger.
Who's the dude with all the spray paint in his hair and
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, let's do him.
Oh, okay.
Put him in a wedding dress. Bring him on. F it.
All right.
If we're doing a Space Jam 2, he has to be like one of the cast at least.
All right. So the only
Who's the team that they're gonna show? Because they did that in Space Jam. They had Michael Jordan as the main one, but then they had Charles Barkley and they had Larry Bird and they had the short dude.
Well, I mean, Barkley.
They had their big stars at the time.
Barkley never. It was who's going to be on the opposing team.
Well, I'm just saying who's going to show up in the movie. You're going to have other basketball players.
Oh well, you gotta have like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. You gotta have Steph Curry. You gotta have. Trying to think of some East Coast guys.
See, the funny thing is,
don't know basketball.
I knew who Charles Barkley was.
You knew who Larry Johnson was.
I knew who Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, like that movie.
I knew who all those people were
probably
because my brother was really into basketball at the time. He was a huge Bulls fan.
Oh yeah.
So like he had Michael Jordan action figures hanging on the wall and stuff, and like I mean everybody knew who Charles Barkley was for some reason.
Yeah, that's because he's not a role model.
He's not a role model. That's why everybody knew who he was.
He did a. I think it was either Nike or Adidas ad where it was just like single shot, camera on his face, and he was just like, "I am not a role model," and that was it.
And that's why everybody knows him.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Plus his crippling gambling and his terrible golf swing. Charles Barkley can't swing a golf.
He's fixing a divot.
He's fixing a divot.
If we don't get Wayne Knight back,
I know
I'm not watching it.
That's upsetting
Space Jam 2 is not gonna fly with me without Bill Murray
needs to come in it,
and Wayne Knight.
I agree, 100%.
You hear me?
I'm very excited.
Space Jam 2.
I feel like instead of LeBron James, it should be Steph Curry because he is more popular than LeBron James right now.
LeBron James is definitely a name that's known, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know who Steph Curry is. I know who LeBron James is.
No, that's true.
That's a person who does not watch basketball ever.
That's true.
I know who LeBron James is.
And, like, how are you going to build that storyline? Like, the storyline in Space Jam 1 was Michael Jordan retires to go play baseball.
But I'm
and
a
then
baseball
they bring him back.
player now.
But that actually happened. So you can't, like, LeBron goes to Los Angeles and plays for the Lakers, and then the Looney Tunes need him, and then it's like,
maybe
fucking
it's
who
gonna be
cares?
like something like outrageous, like he quit to be like an Olympic swimmer.
He quit to be like a pastry chef or something. I don't fucking care. I don't know. I'm very excited though that Ryan Coogler is producing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That man touches gold. Touches gold. That's right. I said what I said.
What?
Wrapping up this episode with the main event, we had a Bumblebee trailer this week.
I think it dropped yesterday or the day
before. I know, because I've been trying to watch it, but I've been so... Ugh.
Man, like, I was pumped for the movie before.
Well, I was pumped for the movie as soon as I found out Starscream was going to be in it.
Yeah.
And then I was pumped. I was ready to go. But after seeing it...
Seeing Starscream?
Yeah. Like that opening shot where he's dropping Bumblebee off the goddamn cliff.
Yeah, straight... when this first started, when they first dropped the original trailer, I was on board because a lot of what I didn't like about the newer Transformers was Michael Bay's direction in overcomplicating the Transformers.
Agreed.
They looked like a mess.
Yep.
You could never, like, there was just a billion tiny little things on 1 square inch of Optimus Prime's face.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Now, I think they've heard out of how many effing movies
What
that they've
year
released.
was that? We've got. Wasn't that 2006?
I was gonna say 7 or 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, it was pre-8
Was
because we saw the trailer, the first little teaser trailer for the first Transformers whenever we went and saw Ghost Rider.
How do you even remember that?
Because I fucking remember things.
Holy shit!
It was.
I didn't even know we went to see Ghost Rider.
Yeah, we went and saw
Ghost Rider.
We went and saw Ghost Rider in theaters, and there was that little teaser where it was like the Mars rover, and then the alien pops up, and we were all like, "Motherfucker!"
And I loved that movie.
Right.
And
The
I'll
first
still
one?
watch that movie.
The first
and the
one.
second one's not bad.
The second one I can watch,
And the
but I'm
third
gonna
one
be
is
angry
pretty
about it.
annoying.
The third one's very annoying.
And the fourth one with Mark Wahlberg wasn't bad.
The fourth one with Mark Wahlberg was good. It was too long, and Stanley Tucci at the end had some terrible fucking one-liners.
And then the one
one
last
after that,
night,
yeah.
I never saw.
It's not bad. I was
Okay.
watching it. It's on Hulu. I was watching it, and I was like, this is fun.
Because I think they've heard the cries, and the last night was more based on the actual storyline.
Yeah.
Which is where I feel like they're taking this one,
Right.
making the characters look like the cartoon.
Agreed.
It's more solid.
Yeah.
You can actually tell what you're looking at.
True.
You know what I mean? Like Starscream's face has solid gray cheeks rather than a bunch of tiny little CG things that I can't tell what they are.
Right.
And when they transform, you can actually see the large pieces moving, which Bumblebee looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's so solid and smooth.
All right, well, let's talk about the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
So we open up with this new young girl, which is always a young person.
Yeah, I could do without this part.
right?
That's
All
the
right.
least part. Like what I liked least about the trailer
Right.
was her.
So she basically, let's just call it, she pulls a Witwicky. And it's basically a rehash of the first one to where he finds Bumblebee and blah, 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 blah.
Be best friends.
Best friends forever.
Let me tell you about my best
But
friend.
the Decepticons have followed Bumblebee to Earth
This is cool.
to then tell John Cena,
Tell
who
the
is-
Earthlings, who
to-
the government.
You're right. That like this guy
He's a refugee,
he's a bad
criminal.
person. He's a criminal on our planet, and you help us find him, and we won't burn your fucking planet to the ground.
Yeah, that's a really cool
that was amazing.
twist.
Yeah,
Of, like, how did we get the government to work against the Autobots?
right.
I like
and
that.
it was really cool to see John Cena being a dick.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I've been watching John Cena
He's
be
usually
a nice.
funny as hell.
I've been
man.
watching him be a nice guy in the WWE for years.
I like him in
really
movies.
Liked it. Oh, I love him in movies.
What's that weird chick flick? Is that Trainwreck?
Yeah, where he's banging Amy Schumer.
That is the
Two.
only good part about that movie.
Let's call it 2 train wreck references in one episode.
Oh, you did just talk about that. Yeah. I watched
where he's
that.
in the theater, he's like, I'll beat your dick off with 2 hands. Like, what?
And then he was just in cock
Blockers.
blockers.
But- and
with
he-
the cock,
and-
with a picture of a.
He stole the show in that movie.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, I watched it. We went
Oh,
to the
yeah, you went to
drive-in
the
and
drive-in
saw
and
it,
saw
and
it.
he stole the show in that movie. So I like John Cena as an actor. I like him as a wrestler, too. But anyway.
He was in the G.I. Joe movie, wasn't he?
No, that was The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson.
I haven't seen either of those.
Oh, terrible. It's really cool to see him being a bad guy and he has that great acting chops where he can give that dickhead good performance.
That I could have dealt, like, stop trying to force the humor
yeah,
in these movies.
where it's like, don't run.
oh, she ran.
She ran.
Like, why did you have to even, like, when he screamed, don't run, it seemed serious
Yeah.
and genuine.
Yeah.
And then they take off running. Just go after them and try to kill them.
Right.
Don't look at the camera and go, well, she ran. Like, why?
I'm with you.
Why do you have to force the
I'm with you.
humor?
I'm with you. I agree. Are you excited for Bumblebee now?
I'm excited for Bumblebee now. Why? We didn't even get to the good parts. When they're in the woods.
Oh, that's right.
And he's sparking in the chest.
That's right.
And she says, oh, I could try to fix you.
Yep.
And then it shoots over in a hologram.
Optimus Prime.
I was so curious to whether we were going to see the rest of the Autobots.
I know, right?
And not only are we going to get to see the Autobots,
We finally get to see some shit go down on Cybertron.
Yeah, dude.
which is what we've all
the
been waiting
war
for.
Cybertron. Like, the
All
whole
we've
point
heard
of this.
about is war on Cybertron.
Right.
And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I can't see it. But nope, wait, there it is. Finally.
Well, that's the problem, was when they started the Transformers movie franchise, they started when Cybertron was already gone.
Yeah.
And these are the last Autobots and Decepticons left.
Right.
Why start at the end?
True.
Why
Well,
wouldn't
alright.
you give us, like, Cybertron first in the war for it, and then come to Earth?
That's my next question, is how hopeful are you on the new direction of this franchise when we've already been in the present, seen where that's gone, now we're jumping back to the 80s. We can only go so far until we get to Sam Witwicky. Like, the last movie in this new trilogy has to be Bumblebee being put at Bernie Mac's car lot.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, that's it. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. That's the
Unless
problem.
you just keep going. Unless you, like, switch and you go, okay, so we're showing you what's happening on Earth while the war for Cybertron is happening.
True.
And then the next one is the war for Cybertron.
Oh my god, wouldn't
and
that
then
be
we
cool?
get
I would
a
be
full
so
Cybertron
fucking
movie.
down with a no human, all robot transformer on site. Like, I would be so fucking down with that. Give it to me. No humans.
Soundwave.
No humans.
Did you see Soundwave's tape
I did.
come out
Yep.
into the little dog transformer? I'm so
know.
pumped
Isn't
to
that
see
cool?
all the original characters.
And the humor is good too. It's not like that Michael Bay forced humor. Even though Michael Bay's a producer, but the director is different now. So
yeah.
it's that. I love that little scene where
Michael
it's
Bay's
like,
finally stepping back and producing
I
things
know,
now,
as he
rather than
should.
directing.
As
He's
he
got
should.
a ton of money.
or pull a James Cameron and take 10 years off and then direct something.
Go live in a
fucking
freaking
awesome.
submarine under,
Right.
under the ocean for
Right.
like 10 years, and then come back
And then
make,
come back.
and make a
and make a big budget,
Avatar 2
boom, blockbuster movie. Yeah, agreed.
and 3 and 4.
Ugh. It's fucking taking, and they're taking Zoe Saldana away from MCU, and I just don't like that. So. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Avatar 2 yet,
Or 3.
or 3,
or
or
4.
4 yet. Bumblebee trailer. Did it get you super excited for the Bumblebee movie?
Super excited? Meh.
Okay,
Excited? Yeah.
nice.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm down for it too.
I could
I-
deal without the another kid.
I
Another
know.
storyline with the team up with the like teaching. Like Bumblebee knows.
Yeah.
He's not an idiot.
No.
Why does he always need a teenage kid to teach him how to act?
Is he not an idiot?
I mean, maybe he's an idiot. Maybe that's why he needs a teenage kid to teach him how to act. Like, he buried his head in the sand when she said, "What do you do?"
I
when
know.
someone-
Hide.
Like,
Put your head in the sand.
like, he acted like he was new on Earth when he met Sam Witwicky.
Yeah.
So, like, and he had been on Earth for 20 years.
Yeah. We just pulled a Witwicky.
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 Bring back him.
Bring back Sam Witwicky. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But you obviously can't do it because it's a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel. We can't. And Shia LaBeouf looks like shit.
Yeah. He looks like Post Malone. Whatever the fuck that is.
It's a singer. And
I
he
know
looks
he
like
is.
garbage.
I know he does. I know what things are. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note,
Could just end on that high note.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Strange Planet Podcast. We have been your hosts. Wait, before I do that part. Thank you guys for listening. You guys are the reason that we do this. If no one listened or watched, we wouldn't do this.
No.
That's the thing. Like,
Be
we're
no
not
point.
doing this for our own. We could just sit and talk without a camera in our face for 2 hours and this would be it. You guys are the reason that we do this. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for listening on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play Music. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for retweeting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Strange Planet Podcast. We have been your hosts. This has been
Corey James.
and I've been Anthony Zevatek. Have a strange day.